All right, this is from last week. I just got done doing wolf piss. It turned out to get a little complicated. I think that's over on Patreon, maybe. Uh, yeah, maybe. The song was awesome. I felt I found a pretentious breakdown on what it was all about, and I wasn't very impressed by the the takeaway. Now it was probably much wiser than mine, but I think it was pretentious. I like the smell of my own crap writing, and I ain't got no time for that. Uh, I can't actually look at street level ideas and then think there's some inner core shining righteousness there. It's just not true. But I feel the same way about half the trailer parks out here. So don't get me wrong. Pretty sure there's just trash everywhere. Uh, Legerdemain. I have no idea what this is, but I'm not pulling up lyrics. I'm not doing. I just want to check one out because last time I was like, hey, I don't know what this is about. Let's look it up, and that went south on me.
Chicken noodle thermos. Parker marching out the army surplus. Over thermals, over thermals, over thermals, over thermals. Look, owl on my shoulder, initials on a katana. Whispering something wicked through a moisture wicking balaclava. Not a cop in sight, not a water light in a fog. Silent night to God Almighty just from lighting cigars. Not a creature is stirring, a purging lightning from the eye on my palm. Wide as long as y'all could die and respawn. Still going, if only a vehicle for Marino wool. Volunteered to wake to St. Bernard's for the foreseeable. I'm educated on every threat in the trade. Started checking the checker for any Legerdemain. Caught them fudging the numbers and hiding birds in a coat. Burning phones and computers inside a circle of stones. When police and the people is please return to your homes. You get a people determined to take a turn in the strobe. I found something in the woods I wanna show you. It just might change how you float around an O2. You was like, okay, bet. Drove 20 minutes, looked for 30 seconds, said, can I get a witness? Went home different. Went home different. Pair of socks under reindeer mucklucks, aiming to keep 10 pigs awake in a tundra. Plaza to plaza, thermometer going My posse out of pocket on some occupied.
All right, so maybe wolf piss was just a little too obscure, and I think my initial takeaway was about right. Filtering it through yourself, you can self-examine through some of the ideas and wordplay. I think if the person said that, cool. When they tell me exactly how deep and important it is, I question their ability to convey truth to me. Subjective ideas, sure, but quantifiable fact, I felt like they were an asshole. But this one is really making me think of being stuck out in the cold. So, right. A little easier to connect with, maybe, for a reaction. Chicken noodle thermos, all right, filled up with, the classic cold remedy. Parka marching out the army surplus, so you just, picked up your new gear at the surplus store, and it's cold, so you got thermals over thermals over thermals over thermals. That seems straightforward. Now, I don't know about owl on my shoulder, if that's owl is a reference to wisdom, like it is with some of the occult people and others. Wisdom. I think that's what the owl symbolizes. I'm not sure. I don't understand because, I didn't realize some sort of never mind. A lot of tattoos, a lot of imagery has ideas tied to it, so I'm not sure what ideas he's referencing. But got some ownership of that katana because you put your initials right on it, so you're willing to wield that knowledge. No, maybe. I You know, there's no authority around, you know. And it seems like out, you know, it's kind of dead out there. I don't know, not sure. But that he can kind of take it at face value, then go deeper from it. When it was all obscure, whew, it was tough. Just went right over my head. I'll admit it.
2 pair of socks under reindeer mucklucks, aiming to keep 10 pigs awake in a tundra. Plaza to plaza, thermometer going My posse out of pocket on some occupied Umbra. If it's under freezing, I don't even wanna know a number. Just show me to the rolling thunder, wubba, wubba, wubba. Today a mole cop told me I should get a life. Double black diamond, a pirate's a private property. Lion-hearted pioneer of high garbology. First archer to set the fire starter, oxen free, defending some forgotten.
Does anybody know? Is that the album title drop in there? I mean, it works. Okay, I get it, but I'm just saying, is that the only reference to garbology? So, is this? That's kind of cool. I like that.
Garbology. First archer to set the fire starter, oxen free, defending some forgotten block of uncommon geometry. Before they fixed the road, there used to be this bump to bump. I guess in '97, so-and-so did such and such, and Tim's on someone else's board. Tell the story, spread the lore. It's epic to a people who would rather push than teleports. I found something in the woods I want to show you. Just might change how you float around an O2. You was like, okay, bet. Drove 20 minutes, looked for 30 seconds in. Can I get a witness? Went home different. Went home different. Get your wig in the wind. Get a feel for the traffic, whether it's static or speedy, whether it's real or imagined. The colder the weather, the realer the magic. At least that's all.
Okay, well, I nailed the cold. Yeah, not nailed. I mean, it was obvious. I'm good with obvious. Like I said, when it gets deep, I think deep is personal. I don't actually believe psychoanalysis works for everyone the same way. I don't think that's. I think that's impossible. You know. Do I doubt those who can astral project and teleport? No. But do I think the masses have any clue? No. Who do I side with? Well, I side with the masses. I'm not breaking free. I'd like to rebuild. I'm not trying to escape it all. I'd like to save the people that are here. At least in my direct sphere of influence. Can't do a damn thing if all I'm doing is trying to escape from it all. But I'm not saying that's what this is about. I'm just... Sometimes some grounding is good.
Feels when it happens, okay. Raiders of the roads and parking lots, a greater Carcassonne. Canis lupus Carcassonne, take me to your garlic knots. Coughing through the cars, I'm a part of a larger carpet bomb. Still partial to the wrong crowd, sorry mom. Wander reading, not a meter predetermined.
There's nothing wrong with admitting that. You know, where do you want to hang? You know, I don't know if that's really what that means, but that's how I look at it. Get your wig in the wind, get a feeling for the traffic so you're heading out, whether it's standard or speed. The colder the weather, the real. Or at least it's how I feel. Raiders. So, is this a reference? Is this how he's referencing eating at a truck stop? I don't know. That's the Raiders of the Road and parking lots of greater Carcassus. I'm not sure what that word is. I might have to look that up. Dog carcasses. I'm definitely not sure.
Raiders of the roads and parking lots, a greater Carcassonne. Canis lupus Carcassonne, take me to your garlic knots. Coughing through the cars, I'm a part of a larger carpet bomb. Still partial to the wrong crowd, sorry mom. Wander reading, not a meter predetermined. Turn a curb into an evening. That's the key to freezer burning. I'm freezer burning, sweater boiling ocean, early Feb. My coaches told me don't come home without the serpent's head. I told them hold my turkey leg, point me at a pitchfork. Brought the trophy home and took the poultry back, still warm. Out to flirt with hypothermia. It's CCTV's blurriest insurgents in your area. I found something in the woods I wanna show you. It just might change how you float around an O2. You was like, okay, bet. Drove 20 minutes, looked for 30 seconds, said, can I get a witness? Went home different. Went home different.
As always, tons of stuff I don't, I'm not positive about. Yeah, here, we'll try one more. I'll see what I can... Let's see here. I'm going to go... I can understand why I get the way I get. So, I think I went to the same source as the last one, just for shits and giggles. And I'm not trying to put anything on Front Street, so it doesn't matter who, where, when. But it starts out, now, I think Aesop Rock uses vivid imagery to paint pictures of his experiences. Yeah, I mean, creative poetic license, however you want to say it, complicated ways to say simple things, sure. But now I noticed twice he uses the same descriptor. They lose me right away, right? It's like when I saw a band and they say the same canned material between songs, and I saw them in the spring and I saw them in the fall, and they said the same shit. I'm like, are you saying the same shit every concert? Boy, your fans must be stupid if they eat that up. Because I thought I was a fan, that's why I went to both shows. And then I'm like, oh, you suck. You can't even come up with something original to say in a different town. You have to script your banter. Not impressed with that. So, I think that's why this Aesop author here doesn't grab me. But it starts with the chicken noodle soup, thermos marching out, blah, 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 blah. Thermals. Look, starts with those lines. These lines invoke a sense of preparation and camaraderie. What? Okay, let's go back for a second. Chicken, noodle, thermos, parka marching out, army surplus. You've got your thermos, you've got your coat. You're so cold, you got thermals over thermals over thermals. Look, owl on my shoulder, initials on the katana. Is that a weird reference to friends and companions? I don't know. Whispering something wicked through a moisture-wicking baklava. I thought, isn't that a food? No, it's a face mask. See, I thought that was a food. That would make more sense that it's not a food. So then you're talking. So this is imagery. I mean, if I had to be put on the spot, this is that air coming through the fabric, creating a cloud, but then it starts to ice up. But if you live in a non-freezing area, that idea is going to, you're just seeing it on TV. Okay, not a cop in sight, so that's straightforward. not a watt of light in the fog, so it's dark, silent night to God Almighty just from lighting cigars. I'm not a creature of stirring or purging lightning from the eye on my palm white as long as y'all can die and respawn. Now, I'm not sure. I don't actually see where there's a lot of people involved in these bars. This seems like a solo adventure. So when I come over to someone telling me what something means, and they're like, hey, it's camaraderie, and this, where? Now, I 100% could be wrong, but do not see that at all. Because it says, literally, Aesop Rock describes himself and his friends venturing out into the night. Okay? If only a vehicle full of and nowhere do I see him hooking up with people. This seems like a solo adventure from the mall cop telling me to get a life, not you, the you group, to get a life. So, and then in the woods, there's an eyes. So this is where I get lost. This is why I don't like to cheat, and this is why I tend to go off the deep end when because I don't think I think they're putting whatever they want to put in there so they could feel good about themselves, knock out the number count in their article, and get a fucking payday. That's what I really think. And I think the moment someone wants to tell me they know everything is the moment I believe they're gaming the system. So, once again, this was fire. I like this one. I like the wolf piss too, but like I said, that was so, it did make sense to me. It was so what you make of it. Here, there's a little more of a, there might be an adventure taking place. That part I agree with. But, let's see. Yeah, I like that. These lyrics speak to the idea of questioning authority. That is one of the cornerstones of Dude's music. If I've learned anything, there's a strong dislike for authority. I agree with that in a way. If you're following immoral orders, you're not worth the costume you're fronting. Right? That's the problem. Do we need to stop people going into the malls and stabbing people en masse? Yes. Does that same authority-carrying, costume-wearing helper have anything to say about that? Say, my poke status? Fuck no. And to see the difference? And I believe people who write these pretentious articles can't see the fucking difference. I can. There's a complete difference. You don't need to put a costumed crusader in front of me to keep me from getting on the beach. But you might need to stop every psychopath who's coming to exploit those on the beach. See, it's not a free pass for the evil of this world, and everybody else just complies. That's the reason you get upset with order followers, because they push you in a direction that's ridiculous. You know, I'm just saying. So it's the woods. The woods represent the unknown. You know, I could possibly see that. Let's see. I found something in the woods I want to show you. Yeah, no, you know, I could see that 100%. Legerdemain. Now, like I said, I think the Garbology title was dropped in that one. Cool. I don't think I know anything more than when I started. I think sometimes my opinions are completely wrong. So if that depth resonates with you, then that's awesome. I might not be in a position to resonate with depth right now. I might have to keep it at a surface level to perform functions and tasks. And it turns out, I look around and there's all kinds of people contemplating the deeper sides of life as they impose the tasks and chores on others. There's the reason to drag yourself into reality, because it appears your peers have no desire to. And, still got to function. I'm not moving in with anyone in the alley yet. That seems like a bad lifestyle choice. Later.